my dear students, class 11 accountancy. Students, last time we saw the trade discount and cash discount. We just discussed the theory, and I think students, those who are constantly watching the online lectures, I think they got their concept clear regarding trade discount and cash discount. Before I write the journal entries, let me just repeat few things again. Students, trade discount we calculate just to increase the sales of the business, just to attract the customers, and it is given to all the customers whether the transaction is credit transaction or cash transaction, doesn't matter. It is calculated on all types of transactions, whereas cash discount is given to those customers from whom we give the one kind of attract the customers to give the money early. I mean to say that they promise to pay the money after 3 months, 5 months, 6 months. It means a credit transaction, but we want money early because we need the money right now. So we just give them 2%, 5% extra discount apart from trade discount. So that is known as cash discount. And cash discount is only calculated on cash transactions. Now students, in last my lecture, few students had the doubt regarding why trade discount is not recorded in the book and cash discount is recorded in the book. Students, I'll give you one example. Suppose the price of the product is rupees 10,000. The price is rupees 10,000. ₹10,000. Now it is said that 10% cash discount and 10% trade discount. So first we calculate trade discount. So I will do minus here 10% trade discount. Now students, 10% of 10,000 will be 1,000 rupees. So if you do the minus, if you deduct 1,000, it will be 9,000. Now students, in your bill, customer's bill, 9,000 rupees directly mentioned, not 10,000. Directly mentioned 9,000. So actual price was 10,000, but even shopkeeper got in 9,000 or less than 9,000. So shopkeeper is selling this product, on product, actual price is 10,000. But customer's last bottom line, the payment line will be 9,000. So 1,000 directly minus from the price. Now suppose if you have to calculate cash discount, it is 10% cash discount. Now 10% of 9,000 is 900. So it will be 8,100 rupees now. Now students, this 900 rupees is only applicable to those people who are giving the money right now. It means on cash transaction. Whereas this 1,000 is applicable on all types of transactions, means definitely economic transaction, but it is on credit transaction also as well as cash transaction also. Whereas this 900 rupees is only applicable on cash transaction. So those who are paying amount right now will have to pay 8,100 rupees, and those who are not ready to pay right now will give after some time. It means a credit transaction, they have to pay 9,000 rupees. But the amount for all maximum will be 9,000, not 10,000. So that's why the thing is that cash discount is recorded in the books because it is not given to all. It is given to only specific people. That's why it is recorded. Whereas trade discount is not recorded in the books just because it is given to all, irrespective of credit transaction or cash transaction. So that's why trade discount is not recorded and cash discount is recorded. Now we are going to see few of the journal entries right now. My humble request, just see these things for 2 minutes and then we'll discuss further about the journal entries. Okay, now students, I hope you have seen this. I'm going to write few of the transactions here and how the journal entries will be done for those transactions which include trade discount also, which include cash discount also. You just have to see that. Suppose if I am writing here purchase goods of rupees 5,000. Now suppose this is the only transaction at 10% trade discount. Purchase goods of rupees 5,000 at 10% trade discount. Now students, first of all, if we are writing the journal entry, first our basic rules will be same. Whether it's an economic transaction or not, yes, this is an economic transaction. Now is it cash transaction or not? Just check. Cash and check word is not there, no doubt, but party's name is also not there. So this is a cash transaction. Now in cash transaction, cash will either come or cash will go. So when you purchase the goods, it means cash will go. So when cash goes out, as per the rules of real account, debit what comes in and credit what goes out. So cash will be credited. So I write down here to cash account. Credit side. Now students, the rule is that debit should be first and credit should be after, means second. So what I mean to say is that we have already done credit right now, but we have to write the debit also. So what to do now? Next thing, cash goes out. Anything that comes in the business, yes, you have purchased. Purchase good means that goods will come in the business. So as per again the rules of real account, debit what comes in and credit what goes out. Comes in means goods comes in. So goods will be debited, but goods we cannot write. We will write here the purchase. So I will write down here purchase account debit. Purchase account debit to cash account. Now students, amount. 5,000 was the original price, but because 10% discount we are getting from the shopkeeper, that means 5,000 minus 10% of 5,000 is 500. Okay, I hope you know that. 5,000 multiplied by 10 upon 100. So if you cut the zeros, it means that 50 into 10, 500 rupees will be the discount. Now from 5,000 rupees, if you deduct 500 rupees, that is discount that you got, the actual amount will be 4,500. So we'll write down here not 5,000 but 4,500 rupees. And narration will be like this: B, goods purchased at 10% trade discount. This is the journal entry. Students, I think it's not very difficult, so I hope you understood. Better you copy this right now and we'll go for the second one then after. Now students, second transaction. I'll write down here sold goods of rupees 20,000 to Pooja at 10% trade discount. At 10% trade discount. Now students, you can read the question again. Sold goods of rupees 20,000 to Pooja at 10% trade discount. Copy this question first. transaction definitely. Then is it a cash transaction or credit transaction? Students, you can see here the check and cash word is not there. Received and paid word is also not there. And the name of the party is given Pooja. So when party's name is given and other things are not there, it means it's a credit transaction. So in this transaction, cash will not come in, cash will not go out. Cash आएगा भी नहीं, cash जाएगा भी नहीं. So what will be the next now? Whether goods comes in or asset, or goods goes out or asset. Just check please. When you sell the goods, it means goods goes out. And when goods goes out, as per the rules of real account again, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So I will write down here 2. Now goods, why goods goes out? Sales. To sales account. So the credit already there. Now debit. Students, when goods goes out, what is coming? Nothing, because it's a credit transaction. Next step, whether it's an income or expense. No doubt it's an expense because we have it's an income, extremely sorry. It's an income because we have sold the goods. But the thing is what, we have not received the money yet. अभी तक पैसे मिले ही नहीं. So what should we do now? Go for the last step, receiver and giver. When you sell the goods, we are giver and the party is receiver. Who is a party here? You can check. The name is Pooja. So Pooja is a receiver, business is a giver. We cannot write the business in business. So what we will think? The front party, Pooja. Pooja is a receiver. And as per the rules of personal account, as you know, that debit the receiver and credit the giver. So I will write down here Pooja account debit. And as we have done in the last transaction, same thing we are going to do here. Suppose the value of the goods was 20,000. Actual price. Now 10% discount there. Now 10% of 20,000. Now direct calculation is 2,000. 20,000, 10% is 2,000. So 20,000 minus 2,000 trade discount. So it will be 18,000 rupees. So here instead of writing 20,000, we will write down 18,000. Students, it's very easy. Relation D, goods sold to Pooja at 10% trade discount. This is the end of the transaction. Students, please copy this right now. Okay students, these are two transactions we have discussed, but one thing is for sure, first transaction also, this transaction also, we have deducted trade discount. In last question also 5,000 rupees was there, but we have taken 4,500 rupees. Here also 20,000 rupees was there, we have taken 18,000 rupees, but we have not returned trade discount in the entry. हमने एंट्री में ट्रेड डिस्काउंट वर्ड नहीं लिखा है, डायरेक्ट माइनस किया है. तो मैं फिर से रिपीट कर रहा हूं, ट्रेड डिस्काउंट डायरेक्ट माइनस होता है, वो रिकॉर्ड नहीं होता. इट मींस व्हेन कस्टमर विल गेट द बिल, द प्राइस विल बी मेंशन 18,000 rupees, not 20,000 rupees. Similarly, in last transaction will be 4,500 rupees and not 5,000. One more thing is that this trade discount is given only condition there should be an economic transaction. Trade discount is given to all types of customers. Cash transaction is there or credit transaction is there, doesn't matter. It is given to all types of customers. So I hope those things are clear. Now few more entries we are going to see in the next lecture. Students, one humble request to you, if you have any doubts or any question, immediately you can pass the comments or you can ask by using helpline number, because this is the most important part of account subject. I hope, I think whatever instructions I am giving, you are following that. And my humble request, the internal assessment is also on the way right now after a few days. So be mentally ready for that and expect the 100% cooperation from you people. Thank you very much.